Hi! So today I thought it might be fun to share with you some of my favourite side ships. Now this was one of the topics for Top 5 Wednesday, which I don't normally do, but as soon as I saw the videos that other people were making about this particular topic, I got so many ideas for my own favourite side ships. I knew I just had to join in and make a video of my own. First one is from Lord of the Rings, and that is Eowyn and Faramir. Now the reason why they are one of my favourite side ships is because the two of them individually are pretty much my favourite side characters in the first place. I think they are so underrated and so beautiful, and it breaks my heart that their relationship never made it into the movie trilogy because it was one of my favourite things to read about as a little girl. They're so sweet together, and they're both broken and they've both had such crappy lives and they've both been so overlooked by everyone around them, and then they come together and they help each other grow and heal because they see the greatness in each other that everyone else has overlooked, and it's just beautiful. Side ship number 2 is from A Court of Wings and Ruin, which is the third book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, and that is Cassian and Nesta, because oh boy. I love the fact that even after they finally get together and realize that they have feelings for each other, they are still constantly pushing at each other and challenging each other because they're both such fiery characters, and they know that neither one of them will ever lose or sacrifice that aspect of themselves for someone else. So they're just like, right, you accept me for my fieriness, I accept you for your fire, and together we're just gonna have this explosive relationship, and it's just awesome and I love it. Relationship number 3 is also from A Court of Wings and Ruin, and that is Elaine and Ezreal. Now Elaine is actually like one of my least favourite characters from A Court of Thorns and Roses series, which I personally feel is not necessarily like actually a character fault of hers, but just the fact that she was so badly written. She's just completely hopeless. She is one of those classic damsel in distress type characters with almost nothing to actually redeem her, and those characters just frustrate me to no end. But I will say that she is like the perfect princess flower for Ezreal and his hurt soul. And Ezreal is like my precious baby cinnamon roll, who personally I'd rather ship him with me, but if I can't have him, Elaine is the next best option. Side ship number 3 is from Pride and Prejudice, and that is Jane and Mr. Bingley. The reason why they are my favourite side ship is because they are just like the most wholesome, lovely relationship. And Jane is one of my favourite characters. I just think she's so sweet and so underrated, and she's so generous to everyone, and she bears everything that's going on around her with like barely any complaint when she's going through all that pain, but she's just powering on through it as best she can, and they're just such a wholesome, lovely relationship, unlike Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy, who have 1,000,001 problems, so I just love them. My final favourite side ship is one that I think everyone should have. It should be accepted as canon. I don't care if it wasn't really mentioned in the books, and that is from Harry Potter, and that is Neville and Luna, because these two, I've talked before about how much I love Neville Longbottom and how much of just a gorgeous character he is, even without turning into like, you know, the awesome good looking dude that the actor managed to make him be in the characters. When he's still podgy and everyone laughs at him and he's a total dork, he's still just so brave. And Luna is exactly the same. She's so generous and caring and loyal. Like, both of them are just so atypical of what you would expect their particular house trope to be, the Ravenclaw and the Gryffindor, and they're just so beautiful together. None of this video made any sense because it was pretty much me just rambling in a very fangirly way about my favourite book characters and their relationships, but I don't care. It was fun. They're my top 5 favourite side ships. Let me know what you think of my choices, and I would love to hear some of your favourite side ships as well down in the comments. I will see you in some other video very shortly, I am sure, and until then, as always, stay classic.
Sit there and count your fingers.